Insiders, it's Liz Failor here in Koyuk. We've got Pete Kaiser. We're catching him here in a brief stop. And Pete, how's it going?
It's going good. Happy to get out of Shaktoolik. Some guys were stuck there longer than I was, but we actually weren't stuck too much longer than we would have stayed anyway. But it was blowing pretty good when we got in over there, and it's always good to be able to get to this side of the bay. And yeah, so I'm happy to be over here.
How was your trip across Norton Sound?
It was good. That's probably one of the faster, better trails I've ever seen across there, and the wind was not terrible. There was a few spots that was probably a 20 to 30 mile an hour headwind, but they didn't last terribly long, and then it would go almost calm for a while, and then a little bit of wind. So it was good. Yep.
How's your team doing?
They're doing good. I mean, about, I think where we're at is about probably best case scenario for them. So yeah, just happy to keep moving down the trail and get to know them at this point. We're in kind of an interesting bubble of mushers here, I guess, battling for somewhere between third and I'm not sure where the last one of us is, maybe 12 or 13. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's, we're competing to get to know them, but I think a lot of us just want to get to know them and be done at this point too. So it's been a long race.
Yeah, you're just over 100 miles away at this point, but we did notice, in the checkpoint, people kind of watching to see who's going to be leaving. It's a very tight competition. Are you concerned about that as you're kind of making your plan for leaving here?
I just got to give the team proper rest and what they need, so I can't really chase anybody out after too short a rest for me. So I think, Dan's got the faster team out of everybody here and a full string of dogs and a really beautiful team. So I don't think if anybody wants to follow him out, I think they'll have a hard time beating him to White Mountain. So and then to know him. So I think I saw him getting ready to go, and I don't know if anybody will chase him out right away, but we'll see. I guess we'll probably all start trickling out here in the next few hours.
Where's your head at as you're making your plan for getting out of here?
I just need to give the dogs the amount of rest I think they need, and it kind of doesn't really matter what other people around me do. I'll give them what they need, and then we'll take off from here and see where it gets us.
Awesome. Well, I did see in the live chat just before we got on the interview that there's a lot of people saying Bethel's rooting for you. We're all watching. So you certainly have a lot of fans out there that are sending good vibes your way. Anything you'd like to say to anybody back home?
Oh, just hi to my wife and kids and my mom and dad, and thank you to everyone from the Bethel area for following along. And yeah, it feels good to have the support.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for making time. We know you've got a busy schedule, so we'll let you get back to it. And Insiders, that was Pete Kaiser of Bethel. He's here on a layover in Koyuk, and we're going to let him get to some rest and do what he needs to do. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to try to continue to catch the mushers here on their layover. We've got mushers kind of trickling in. We've got a really interesting race shaping up here right now with the top 10 among us here. They're kind of jockeying for different positions. So we'll be trying to catch them and hear about how their races are going as they head in and out of Koyuk, and we'll be sticking around here, so stay tuned.